So look, Poppy, look, can you see? This is where Daddy's going to go. He's going to go and climb this mountain. My name is Julian Bayliss. I'm a conservation scientist. I'm an ecologist. My job is to try and help conserve and protect areas that are not previously under any form of official protection.
Daddy go in a big aeroplane.
I saw this site through satellite imagery, and I've never, ever come across a site like this. What was interesting about this site was the surrounding land was heavily cultivated, and then the crater containing rainforest was very dense and intact. And I thought that was a little bit strange because there should be evidence of human disturbance. So then I thought, well, maybe actually you cannot get to the forest. Therefore, potentially, this forest has never had any human interference. To actually find a site with no human interference gives us this unique chance to investigate and measure aspects of climate change. Okay. Can Daddy help you?
Yes.
The speed at which climate change is occurring at the moment, there is only one variable that wasn't there before, and that's the number of human beings that are on this planet. We're planting a forest. Oh, Daddy's hand.
Daddy, please make another tree.
My hope for this expedition to Mount Lico is that it'll help us understand various aspects of climate change. Mount Lico, it looks a bit like a volcano. It's about 1 kilometer across. It has a crater, it has a rim, and it has a basin of rainforest. It has these very smooth granite edges that rise up to over 0.5 kilometer. It looks a little bit like a fortress. Bom dia. Bom dia, como está? Está bom. Everybody, welcome to this expedition to Mount Lico. We've got a great team together, lots of specialities, lots of nationalities, young and old, and everything in between. The two climbers, Jules Lyons, one of the best free climbers in the UK, and Mike Robinson, also one of the best free climbers in the UK, have been rigging the climb. It's 125 meters the last couple of days now, and it's basically ready. They're going to finish it off this morning, and then we're going to start sending people up. So good. I think this is going to be a really interesting expedition. I think it's going to be a really exciting expedition. I'm expecting to find lots of new stuff, new species, hopefully, and make this trip really worthwhile. Anyway, everybody's welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Let's start working. I'm very nervous about the climb, yes. The thought of being alone and exposed on the rock face is terrifying to most of the scientists because none of us are actually climbers. The local people know of nobody in the surrounding communities who has ever been up to the forest.
Okay, so that feel okay?
Yeah, that feels
Right.
okay.
Okay, so you keep doing that, so tighter and tighter.
Yeah, and then up you go.
Then you just tuck it away.
Step in like this.
If you can, your foot should be tight in the leg loop all the time. Stand on that leg. Ah! You okay?
Okay, I'm up! Woohoo! Oh, wow. Look at all these beautiful butterflies. Beautiful. Very, very nice to be here. As a scientist, I'm very lucky to be able to visit these largely unexplored natural areas such as these rainforests and to spend time in them and to see the magic and the beauty that they have to offer and to show people. And we can't camp up here unless we find some water. But I noticed from down the base camp there's a massive seepage thing coming off the cliff over that side. So we can find the source of that, have a camp nearby there. Should be good. Okay, let's go to this flat bit up here. But this would make a lovely campsite. Look at it, beautiful. Nice on the edge, nice and open. Perfect. Okay, let's set up camp. We have the best scientists in the world on this expedition. We have a truly international and global team. There's nobody being paid for this expedition. Everybody who is here because of the desire to conserve these places.
Done. Home. All the way up the hill. Are you exhausted?
Not exhausted, excited.
Climate change will change habitats. Nothing works in isolation, so if the climate changes, then the forest changes, the plants change, the animals change. When you've got human interference on top of these habitats, it's very difficult to actually distinguish between what is actually relating to climate change and what is actually relating to human interference. So here we have a very unique experience with a forest which has had no human interference, and so therefore any changes that we find on Mount Lico compared to other forests that we looked at will be down to climate change.
To have a good baseline to compare it to, so to be like, this is the carbon that should be in the forest, and then compare that to other sites that are disturbed, we can see effectively what the human influence is and add that to the man-made climate change part of the equation. Because it's not the forest releasing carbon, it's us causing the forests to release carbon.
We're looking to maybe, through the soil cores, go down, go back in history, and see if we can get some estimation on what the climate was like maybe 1,000 years ago here. We're looking for a history, a bit of a storyline between then and now. The other major aspects of this expedition will be to look for new species to science.
Yeah. I'm going to pass me a bucket so I have an idea.
There's a bucket right here. See how you're doing. Oh,
Not so
my
bad.
goodness. You're
We put them
80%
level
there.
with the soil.
So what we're doing is putting in buckets so that we can catch small vertebrates.
So any shrew we get up here is almost certainly going to be new to science. So any shrew I will be very excited about.
The world is full of secrets, and we have not discovered a fraction of them. And the more new species a particular site has, the more importance you can then attribute to that site, and that can then leverage what's protecting these sites. That would be a nice. The idea is to raise the butterfly trap as high as possible, and then you bait it with a fermenting banana mix, and that attracts the canopy-flying butterflies, such as your Coraxis. If we could find a new species of Coraxis, that would be as big as it gets in the butterfly world. That's like finding a new monkey. Not too far off. This time, probably tomorrow, we'll come back and we'll have a look at it. And I can almost guarantee we'll have butterflies in there. They are very magical creatures. Most of the time, I just like watching them. We only have a limited amount of time in the forest on Mount Lico to discover as much as we can. It's going to be intense work.
Syzygium. Yeah.
Or is it Garcinia?
No. Syzygium.
So that's the first one we'll see.
I've been lucky enough to find quite a few new species over the years, including many butterflies. And for my daughter's first birthday, I named a butterfly after her, Poppyana, Cymatoe baylissi Poppyana. My beautiful daughter, Poppy, she's very inquisitive. So she says, Daddy's going to the mountain, or Daddy's going to the forest. So she already knows where I am. It is a unique experience to see the wonders of nature, see the magic of nature. And for my daughter not to be able to experience that makes me very sad. It is a possibility that she won't, because it is possible that these sites won't be there. They're just being destroyed through climate change or through human destruction. These animals and plants that are being forced into extinction have been evolving over millions and millions of years to get to where they are today. And for them to be just destroyed in a matter of years by ignorance and short-sightedness makes me very angry. Antelope about this big. But this is obviously his part of the mountain, so maybe we put a camera trap here. And a new species of reedbuck, maybe.
Yeah, there's somebody inside. A little fellow.
Have you got something, Ara?
We got a musk shrew, yes.
Hey! That could be our first new species. Super.
I hope so.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I was very
Our
happy.
first decent discovery. Excellent.
Well, that's great.
Lovely.
All that hard work has paid off already.
Every layer of soil is going back in time. And at this point, well, the deepest part of this pit is probably at 1.3 meters. And at the average rate of deposition around here, we'd expect that to be several thousands of years old. We were expecting maybe a 30 centimeter soil pit. To go back this deep back in that many thousands of years of life history of this forest, and knowing that that's been without people is, well, it'd be fascinating. The results from this will be incredible. They could dramatically improve our understanding of how climate change is affecting our planet.
But I'm surprised how many animals have made
And
it
the
up.
droppings that you found that you
And
collected.
there's antelope. We haven't seen the antelope yet. We've put camera traps out. But how would an antelope get up that cliff face? It's just bizarre. I don't know. It's very interesting.
Okay, there's 5 here. 3 of them are the black Caraxes, which is that group. Oop, black Margarita. And they're the 2 that are remaining, so these are the interesting ones. Of the black Caraxes group, which is a very interesting group, there is potential for this to be new. So there's a fair chance that this could be a new species. Within these forests, you could have all sorts of medicines and new antibiotics that we as a human race could actually use to make our lives more valuable and richer and healthier. Rainforests are also where 70% of all terrestrial life is found on this planet. What is being lost is disgraceful. It's actually disgusting, and I'm almost a little bit ashamed that we as a human race cannot actually gather ourselves together and see the magic and the quality and the value that these habitats actually contain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look.
It's a beautiful little fellow.
It is. Grumpy. Nice.
And hopefully the evidence that we generate, the research, the new species, all of that we're going to use towards protecting these sites and conserving them for future generations. Is that Poppy? Hello, Poppy, it's Daddy. Daddy's in the forest on the mountain. I'm having a lovely day on the mountain, thank you, Poppy, yes. I wish you could be here, Poppy. I think we have it in us to find a different path. I have to believe that it's not too late.